let's get into, let's say, you making a prop. The input that you have, because I'm next to you in the meetings, that you have to take in from producers and the showrunner and the writer, and then, sometimes like a visual effects person or like a special effects person or like a gaffer or somebody will have some input. How do you take it all in and really come up with something that you have created with your inspiration in there? I mean, it's a lot of chefs.
Yeah, it's a lot of chefs. This is kind of where almost 30 years experience helps, because I can filter what can be made in that amount of time. I kind of know what's out there that can be made and what can't be made, so immediately I knock out all the ideas that I cannot make in the amount of time.
But there's been things, especially on Good Place, like, oh, she's wearing, glow handcuffs.
Yeah.
And
that
they
one
have to clink off.
Me.
Yeah, I bet it did. And they have to clink off.
Yeah.
Or they can't, or you don't want to hurt her wrist, and they don't want to be too heavy, and they have to glow, and it can't be too bright, and it's too dim.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
And then what is it to begin with? The
Yeah.
concept of what it is. That's interesting you brought that one up, because that is one of the ones that it did. When this script came up, I had 2 days planned with my sister in Texas that I was going to be there to help her move. And when the script came up, those glowing handcuffs were not in the script. And when I went, and then as soon as I land in Texas, it was, oh yeah, and we want these glowing handcuffs. We're going to do some drawings for you. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Who's doing drawings? Well, you're out of town, so we're going to do some drawings here. And I'm like, but
no.
I don't know. What if they come? I mean, again, what if they draw something I can't produce? And I don't want to have anybody have their heart set on something. I'm like, well, let me try to figure some stuff out. And I immediately start calling around. And my sister and my brother-in-law are not used to my process, which has a lot of F words and pretty much nondescript screaming and yelling. And then that's my process. I scream, I yell, I write things on a notepad, I do some sketches, I make calls begging people, could you do this if I needed this by this day? That's what I do. I call everybody who could possibly help me. I scribble something down. I rely upon somebody else doing a drawing. But having said that, especially with that particular prop, I wasn't that comfortable in what I had come up with, so I was trying to make with the person they hired to do the drawing. I said, well, maybe we should go ahead and pull the trigger on that, and I knew it was going to be a lot of money, but I wasn't comfortable with it. And then I had a dream about those bracelets, Janet's bracelets.
Oh my God.
And I woke up and I said, I got it. And
the devotion. The devotion you have.
No, it came to me in a dream. But that's happened a handful of times. That's the hardest thing for me is it's time and or money. I like creating things. We all do. You give anybody like, oh, what if it's like this and it does this? But then you tell them you need it in 2 days and you need it to fit in a certain budget. That's when all the creativity just
sucks out
it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Because the limitations just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
It gets smaller. And then you go, how am I going to make this fabulous on, the time and money that we have?
I just like to call out, like, it's visual effects.
Well,
TV
trust
screens?
me,
That's visual effects.
The worst thing I hate to do is
On
raise
the
my
Good
hand
Place.
and say, I need visual effects to help me. But this is so welcoming here that it's like I can go to and go, oh my God.
Such an amazing guy.
Dude, if this doesn't look the way I want it to look, can you make... And that was, again, with this particular bracelet, the design I had was that it was always moving because it was supposed to be magnetic. And so we created this... printed on almost like a translite, this image, and I wanted him to make that move when we were filming. So, and I gave him a light source and I gave him the image. He had to make it move. But yeah, it came out pretty freaking good.